Hello, just a quick video servicing the 390 KTM Adventure. I've just had it serviced from this place here, Ireland's Motorcycles in Barnstable. It's an independent dealership near to me, just down the road. Now technically the 390, sorry, steering wheel's away. Technically the 390 is still under warranty. It's got 6 months remaining on it, so there's always that question of, do you take it back to a genuine KTM dealer to honour the warranty? I mean, the issue for me having a fair few bikes I need to get serviced over winter is just time and distance. But I think when choosing somewhere to service your bike, the most important thing is trust. So if you trust someone and you know they're going to do a good job, I think to me that's more important than sort of holding on to the last few months of your warranty. So yeah, those guys have done air filter, oil. They put new brake pads in. So air filter, actually, interestingly, is really grubby. So that's an air filter on a 4,500 mile bike that's been used off-road and in dusty conditions. So that's quite, I'd say that's took quite a bit of dust, and that's stopped a fair old amount coming through. So if you're doing self-servicing and you think of neglecting your air filter, I would say think again. And then disc pads on the back, one's missing. But one in particular, one side was quite heavily worn versus that one, which actually still seems all right. So just popped in some new pads. Interestingly, just an update on the 390. It has been probably the most reliable bike on the A2 fleet. I don't know if you can just see it in there. It's probably been the most reliable bike on the A2 fleet in 4,500 miles or 4,000 miles as I've used it as a test bike. So that's about 50 different riders on it this year. Nothing's gone wrong. It's never not started. It's never had an issue. All the other bikes have had some niggle. Even the CRF 250 Rally occasionally struggles to start. Himalayans are the head bearings, 310 GS head bearings, and a few other little electrical gremlins. But KTM 390, actually, for all the jokes people make about the KTM, has been reliable, faultless, and I've got no qualms about keeping it on fleet another year. So, from a servicing point of view, I think very good job. Next thing will be to look at tyres. It's got the TKC 70s on it that it came with, which have been a decent tyre in fairness, and they possibly might last another 3,000 miles. But I've just been looking at a set of Anlas winter tyres in the shop, which look pretty good. So I might think about putting some winter tyres on for the 390. The only thing I don't like about the KTM, oddly, it's the only bike that's difficult to clean out of the lot, which seems quite trivial, but when you've got it to clean regularly, it's got a lot of nooks and crannies, and sort of the engine paint seems to take on it becomes ingrained in the dirt becomes ingrained in the KTM's paintwork, and just find it a bit of a tricky one to clean. Which is not the end of the world, but it's probably my only gripe, which suggests there's not a lot else wrong with it. So yeah, so Ireland's no affiliation with them other than my local bike shop, who've done all the MOTs on the posties, and just a good family firm. And I think that's, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you know a good family firm, a good family mechanic, you're better going to them than chasing your tail to go to a official dealer that's a long way away and you don't trust. And ironically, I've got the Motor Guzzi to service, and I rang the local dealer up, which is about an hour away, to have that service, a V8 5TT. They want £420 to service an air-cooled engine, and you know, at them kind of prices, motorcycling becomes a very expensive pastime, or for me it's a business. But yeah, with those sort of costs, it is quite difficult. So yeah, finding a good local independent dealer who does a good job and doesn't charge the earth is a good thing. So KTM 390 Adventure, fully serviced for another year, no problems, ready to go again. Cheers.